Okay, got the Seizmik doors, upper doors put in. Probably the best viewing lighting. Seal it pretty decent. I'd like to see more. I like to see the actual window seal. They actually tell you to put it on like this, and to me it actually comes out a little too short, but you got to put your air gap filler plate in here, which if you putting the doors on was actually the easiest part. This ended up being more of a pain in the butt. Knowing what I know now, the first bolts I took out, I thought they were set in kind of held in place. Not the case. Nuts fall off the back. Very hard to get to when you got a windshield on, and so you got to kind of fish the nuts back in there to get them back on. They give you crush collars that go behind this bolt so you don't crush the plastic. It kind of serves as the filler here. Tells you that. I would recommend doing this first. When you get the instructions for the Seizmik upper door install, or upper doors, the canvas with the clear vinyl window, they tell you to go ahead and do the doors first, which take off all your inner panel stuff all the way through. There's pretty easy instructions for that. You do your minor trimming and stuff here for the mounts to go in. You can kind of see there. So that part's not too bad either, really. But in alignment is pretty straightforward. They actually got this give props to them. They got this size just perfect all the way around, and it follows the contours of the cabin here very well. The seal will fill in what you would have for a gap, so it's not too bad there. Like I say, the only thing is it ends where they tell you to mount this window seal. Ends here and ends here. To me, this could be about 4 inches longer here, and about down to the weld here would be perfect. I might get some extensions and run that down, because when you close the door, you can see daylight through here, which, I've tried different adjustments and stuff, and you're always going to have that open. So if the gasket went all the way down, that'd be perfect. You're always going to have a gap here and gaps there. I get it. I'm not bashing the product at all. It's a great product. Just a few minor things that probably can be addressed before you get it all put together. And again here, this seals up pretty decent. It would be nice if the gasket went down into here, right about there would be a good spot to end it, because then your door seal picks up where it leaves off. So overall, yeah, great. It's a good cut. Everything kind of lines up here. Felt a little bit short here. Did some adjustments. A little bit of rotation stuff you can do with this here, with the Velcro on the top and bottom, kind of try and adjust things in. So, but I haven't taken it down the road to really feel in a cold weather, I should say, to see what it feels like with the heater on and stuff. I want to do a little bit more sealing up here, because you can, like I say, adjustments wise, I did all the adjustments that you can do here, and it's, I'm sure I could get it, probably move one thing, move another, but all in all, it's going to be a nice setup. So compared to Polaris's full doors, I'm sure it's not going to seal as well, but it's also a quarter of the price. So for what I'm doing, it's going to be pretty decent that way. So hopefully that gives you an idea there. This side seems to line up a little bit better. A little bit. I'm going to do little adjustments here and there, that kind of stuff. But I'll leave them kind of settle in place here first, but yeah, fit and finish pretty decent on them. I would definitely do, like I say, the instructions say put your door on, do your alignments on the door, put your door seal on, you know, up here, do all that stuff, and then they tell you to put these on last. And I would do these first. Just because once you get this in the way, now you're trying to reach around and trying to do some stuff in here, this would be much easier to do at first. So that way you won't, if you have to, like what I had to do, I ended up dropping a bolt in here. I had to remove, you know, the retainers to pop this loose enough to pull this over enough to get down there to get the bolt out, and then try and fish it back through. So with the windshield on, with the windshield on, you got a lot of stuff in the way. This is the post, the ball and socket here for the post is going to be right in the way. That's what you got to kind of fish around. If you don't have a windshield in, it'll be pretty easy. But even with the windshield popped open and this popped off, you're still, and I would have to take this off to get to it. I just fished it in there. I worked it the hard way. I'm sure if you pull that out, it'll be pretty easy to do. The inside, makes it pretty much like a car. I mean, well, it is a car basically. Everything fits nicely up in there. Close the other side. Doesn't affect the door in any way. It's not any closer. This, you know, when you roll this up and you have this in here, it's. I thought it'd be more in the way than it is. It isn't bad. So, you know, actually gives you a better armrest than what the General has with this dip down on the door here. But yeah, nice product.